Perfect. Okay, and we're just waiting on Scott or Eric. He's got 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew did say he was gonna be here, but he normally comes in pretty close to six.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but that was over a week ago that I've spoken with him, so if anybody's heard an update in the meantime. Kathy, do you have anything you're gonna be sharing with us tonight I can put on the agenda?
Landscaping ideas.
Okay,
Yeah.
super, super. In a specific park or in general?
And Condon to start.
Okay.
Yeah. Mark, Mike has a couple slides to show you.
You said what was it,
Mike
last
has
part?
a couple slides to show you.
Okay, super.
I know Miss Jill.
Hi, Jill.
I like your new rug.
You brought it.
Oh.
Nice to see it.
I thought that was one of those yoga rollers.
Those are nice.
I know, I was like, I might need to use it mid-meeting, just ignore me.
Meditation.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to
Thank you.
stick to the order here, so if you want to take notes on there, you can. Try to give you a little more details so you can have an easier time putting your minutes together. I know we don't make it easy on you.
Together anyway.
Yeah, no, you do a great job.
Then they come over.
It's great because we can watch the video and then you can.
Really, thank you so much.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Wonderful tools. So if we miss something, we get it.
yeah.
We pick it up.
And Brian was even saying they've got at least stuff she uses at work that we could feed it into anything and it would,
Tree lighting,
Do it for
community
you.
garden, turkey trot,
yeah, we got some good stuff here.
tree replacement plan, truck and treat, apart, trash cans, update. There you go.
We should move on. Yeah, sure.
You got something on the budget you want to go
Well, we
over?
should talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll add that in here. Linda.
Is Andrew gonna be there tonight?
I thought he was. He usually does come in pretty close to 6, though. Is it a little confusing right now? Who am I? I'm not even sure who I am today.
Today you're Dean.
I'm Dean, okay.
I think you can see those on the video.
Choose to.
Not very well.
No.
Yeah.
I don't need to be.
Is it because of the size or
Yeah.
because they need to be on top of it?
It's the size.
Yes.
You can't see
Oh, I've never watched it. Recording.
You're.
You've never
Listen
watched
to
yourself? Ha ha ha, you should.
I should,
Yeah.
we should do that in our staff meetings. Critiques, like,
Oh, no.
Sure.
That sounds terrible.
we need to work some thicker skins to be able to.
I could interview everybody individually and play it back. and
No.
give critique.
No. How do you feel about that one?
Wow.
Are we 6 o'clock?
Okay, we are 6 o'clock. So I guess we can go ahead and get going. I guess we have Scott joining us via Zoom. Linda and I are both here in person. Hello, Scott, can you hear us okay?
Yep, just fine.
All right, great.
That's really clear.
Okay. First thing, I wanted to actually propose that we wait till next month to approve the park board minutes because I wasn't able to finish looking over them and Andrew's not here anyway. So if nobody has any objections, I would move on to visitors,
Oh, that's me.
which is tonight we have Kathy and Antonelli. Welcome, Kathy. Thank you for coming.
I'm glad you're here.
What can we?
Thanks. All right, Mike's gonna share some stuff, but this is, Scott, I have a couple pages that I'm sharing. I can drop one off to your house on my way home. If you're home, or I can leave it in the front door.
Yeah, leave it at the front door. I'm at the fire station. I'm worried out of town.
Okay, okay. And what it is just a couple thoughts on landscaping ideas for permits and for Condon Park. So Mike's got, a couple views on the screen. So we had mums for Halloween, for fall, and they were pretty big, beautiful. Rather than see them die, and when I have them at home, I always throw them in the ground. You know, they either come back or they jump, so you're not really out anything. But to me, our parks are kind of dry and dead and don't really have a whole lot of life to them, beautification wise. So I took the mums that we had here by the front and put one there by the stone at Hermits Park. Hopefully that will come back, but you can see it's dug up, and I'm not sure why it's dug up in the way that it is, dirt wise, right there by the barricade pole. But maybe with the park board's permission and assistance, we can look at adding some rock or some mulch and enhancing this a little bit. Throwing some sedum or some ground cover or something. I don't know that I would want to spend a lot of money right here in permits, just because it's a flood zone. Because we don't know how long the building's gonna be here. But in the meantime, there are things that we could do to make it look a lot nicer than just a concrete building in the middle of nowhere. So I wondered what your thoughts were on that.
You're saying more around the building, right? Your proposal?
Something around the building,
Yeah.
just to brighten it up, maybe like some tall grass there in the corner.
Grasses would probably make it through the flood.
Yeah, I think so too, but something to add some sort of depth and color to this, it's just blah. Maybe a little rock edging around the building, something that's low maintenance, that we don't have to, rely on people to take care of a whole lot of things. Mums are gonna grow by themselves, they'll last whether you water them or not. But maybe adding, like, you can go to the next slide. I threw another mum just over here, this is at the parking lot when you first drive in, so it's, behind there was where, actually that's the kayak trailer parking, they're both on parking. So I just threw that in there.
Welcome, Andrew.
Yeah.
And then I
Sorry
took
for being late. No worries, you're
another two set of mum
okay. You're doing this.
by the deck stairs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was going to put them further down, like right there in the corner. This is where I was thinking of doing it originally, was down further in the corner, but I thought nobody's gonna see that unless they're like walking down the hill, which they're not gonna be doing anyway. So I put the mums on either side of the walkway. But on the paperwork that I gave you, well, Mike has a photo too, but on that paperwork on the last page, I just used an AI to say, hey, can you fill in the blanks and give me something to look at? So not necessarily like this, but possibly with the rock and mulch. Probably using hosta, some sort of low maintenance, like a daylily, maybe around there, cause if you flip back to that first picture on your handout, you can see that. Go back, forward a page. Yep, right there. So see the dead area? Maybe not come out as enhanced as the AI version is, but more along the lines of the deck, low to the ground, flowering, color, rock mulch, that kind of thing. So that could be done at a minimal cost where there's not a lot you do. Put some perennials in there for a pop of color. And I thought maybe if we can start here and then work our way around and through the park and go from there.
Now,
Yeah.
what
Looks
about,
really nice.
what about leaving these steps where they are?
Say, are we?
Yes.
For now, yeah.
Because of the pedestrian bridge, Linda, is that what your question?
Yeah, I'm questioning the pedestrian bridge.
Well, there's no money for that, so.
So it looks like the low maintenance, all we have to do is maybe add mulch
Yeah.
every year.
No, because if we do like the rubber mulch,
Oh, rubber.
like you guys all know where I live. So I've got rubber mulch in there. It's supposed to be warranted for like 10 to 15 years. So maybe adding a layer if need be. I don't know how well saturated, I'm only on my second year. And I did a thin layer, so I added another layer. But it just depends what it looks like, but the river rock you could use in there between the hosta. And then maybe have more of the mulch in between any flowers that need to retain their moisture. Because that would certainly do that. And then it could be low cost, like sedum, I can crack those off the ones at home, all you have to do is stick them in the ground and they grow, so. Costs are gonna vary depending on what plants we would have to buy. And possibly in that dead space going into the V of the deck, maybe we could do, some low flowering ground cover, like a, creeping phlox or
Yeah,
creeping scarlet or something.
because I was gonna say,
Sandra would work.
there where it starts to slope down.
Yeah,
You would be much better off doing a ground cover in there, because if we did mulch or anything else like that, it's gonna just wash out.
yeah,
So a ground
And
cover
we
on
could
the slopes
put a-
works pretty well.
a tall grass in there too, a
Mhm.
landscape grass, not
Yeah.
landscape grass, ornamental grass. Yeah,
Um,
just to add something to it,
I
to the
think,
visual.
I think this looks like a great idea. And we would love to see the parks be beautified, especially with more plants, and especially like the idea of keeping the mums. I had told Jill that we could plant some of those at the garden if we wanted to, but having them at the parks where people can enjoy them is a much better idea. And that's a great idea too, to save them, because lots of times they'll make it through the winter and then you don't have to buy extra ones next year come
Yeah,
Halloween. In my experience, the easiest, we're talking about rock versus wood mulch versus rubber mulch.
well, I was
Um,
thinking a combination of the rock and the rubber mulch,
Mhm.
but it depends what you guys think it looks like and what it might need.
I would say using rock and rubber mulch would be good in areas that we know it's gonna stay there, because removing rock is
Tedious.
is a whole lot of work. I've done it more than I would like to. So, but if it's an area like this where we know it's not likely to be moved, we can certainly use rock. But I would just say if we're in an area where it may or may not be there in a year or two, we should possibly consider a wood mulch, because that can usually just be left, put soil over it or whatever. I would also say if you are interested, I've got lots of flower and plant recommendations from the master gardeners that are working on us for the hermits planting.
Oh, definitely open to that, this is just like a,
So I can see
get your opinion.
one of the pictures in here that looks to me like a coneflower. It may not be, but a coneflower is a nice native that attracts native birds. It's a perennial. Once you get it in the ground, it needs almost no upkeep, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
So
Plus does, if it's in the shade, fine, if it's in the sun, no. Done
Yeah.
with lilies, your lilies. Different colored lilies, rather than just the yellow ones.
yeah, we would love to see that.
Especially that's the main doorway for town, so that's gonna
Mhm.
get a lot of people's attention right there.
Yeah.
Compared to Herman's Park, a little bit more hidden, but I love it, I love the idea.
I like the grasses around her, man. I like that idea.
Mhm.
Some knitting it with some cornflowers. Some type of.
As you're
I
thinking
have
about the
gobs
hermit.
of hollyhock,
Sorry. Hollyhock,
Seeds.
that's a good one
I
too.
got gobs, gobs of cornflower seeds.
So I figure we could wait and see, it sounds like everybody's kind of on board with doing something like this, so
Okay.
we can wait and see how these mums come back next year, and then obviously we're not doing anything now.
As long as
This'll be
we are the
worth
right
waiting.
kind of mums, because there's that fairy mums and then there's
I
mums that
know.
will come back, yeah.
These may or may not come back, so
Yeah.
we'll just see what happens. Say a prayer. Or,
Mike, could you take it back to the image of the Hermits Pavilion for a second, the one in the front? Because you were talking about possibly doing some grasses along the building here, is that
probably right there on the corner,
in here?
yeah,
Okay, super.
and then maybe, because I don't know how much money you guys wanna put into it, not knowing what the flooding, if there'll be flooding or,
I
get
believe
things
the
started.
plan
On this
is,
side, and this side, it's out of the current. This side is not, this side is not out of the current. The other side is,
and lots of the plants that we have will actually do better in a wet environment. So that's the purpose for choosing a lot of them there in that flood zone, is that they'll actually help soak up some of that But the one thing I wanted to say about this is the eventual plan is on the back side of this pavilion, if you can picture that. Like basically from the pavilion all the way to the back of where that playground,
Yeah,
Square
on that other
was.
side, Mike.
that's going to be wildflower plantains. Yeah, basically like, thank you. So from here to here, that's great, Mike. So eventually the plan is to actually have a walking path that goes around the outside of this building and down this side
Oh, okay.
and all the way to come back in. And then this is gonna be planted with the native wildflowers and plants and stuff. So all I was gonna say was, if you're talking about planting in here, just keep in mind that there is the idea that we're gonna have a path coming along the outside. But if you're talking about there along the building, close to the building,
Mhm.
I think that's great, and that was one of the things I hope to see along there, when you've got a walking path, so you're not just looking at the back of a cinder block building, that you
Right.
can actually see some plants and things.
Well, and like I said, it was an any
There.
suggestion of what we could put or should put,
Mhm.
and it should be a variety of sizes
Yeah,
and
yes,
colors and whatnot. You could go all the way around that building. You could start on the, where,
Corner.
yep, the flat edge on the kayak side, or the river side. And you could always think about creating a field right there, or a hummingbird
Mhm.
accent, I don't know what I want to say. Yeah, just like right there, and take that whole spot up with just wildflowers.
Right.
But
So this all looks good, great. Thank you for putting this together for us, Kathy. Is there anything you would like from us? I mean, I know you just kind of wanted to get a feel of the interest.
just your interest and to know that, you're backing it, obviously the budget is already done for next year, so possibly, an additional appropriation
would just
to buy plants, depending on what we've already
Yeah.
set up for next year.
Mm.
But we
Well,
do some
those
shopping,
improvements.
and
There is a line item for ground improvements.
That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
Ground improvements.
And Linda, is this dollar enough? Is this dollar amount low enough that it is just something we could pull out of ground improvements, that we wouldn't need to do an additional
There's
appropriations?
$10,000 there, so.
I think so, yeah. I think it's low enough, because we're looking at maybe rocks is our biggest expense in mulch.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, for sure,
Yeah.
plants, but some of them they borrow and steal from,
Mhm.
so.
Town hall's got some nice ones.
Who?
Friends
The
and
town
neighbors,
hall. Half them,
but I was
Vitamin
thinking
A.
maybe a few $100s.
like you grow again.
It doesn't have to be expensive.
And it'd be volunteers doing the work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the yearly maintenance we would need to figure out. Make sure that that's something that Eric and his staff can handle.
Well, hopefully it shouldn't be a whole lot. I mean, deadheading and, regular flower maintenance, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's called
But
Gary.
otherwise, just the cutting down at the end of the season,
Yeah.
or whatever we need to be done.
And topping up mulch if any mulch needed it.
Yeah, yeah. But we could create a maintenance checklist, so that way we've got everything prepared and ready to go.
Yeah, that would be great.
So, that being said, I'll come back to you in the spring and see what we want.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Do you have any thoughts on the timeline? Is it something you would like to
Weather
see
dependent.
happening as soon as
Weather
it's ready?
dependent.
As soon as it's ready?
I'm
Okay.
not going up there in February, but, April, May.
Would you like to start in Condon and then go to Hermann's?
Uh, I will probably, I don't know.
I'd say if you.
I have not given
Because of
much
your
thought to
building
anything
And
past,
the heat
hey,
in
let's
your
present to the
building
park board.
Okay.
would
So
be
you're-
faster to go, because of the heat in the building. It
But
would
I-
be easier to go to the pavilion first before out in the, where it's
Wow.
colder. You can start earlier next to the pavilion because it heats the ground.
Oh, I see. I'm not warm weather
Where the-
sun kind of girl, so.
Where the decking doesn't,
Mhm.
decking doesn't really heat the ground.
But we can talk between now and then and see what you guys would like to see out there and how you want to get started.
Andrew, did you have something?
No,
to say?
it just sounds like you got a good figure on execution, and it's all dependent on other factors. Just wanted support, make sure that it checked those boxes, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right, looks good.
You guys are welcome to come dig.
I would say, we'll hold some hands.
Is there a way to email this to Scott?
I'll just drop it off on my way home.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna
yeah.
drop it. You're
I
gonna
can
give him a
send it
copy.
to him,
Okay,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. You're good. Because this is the kind of thing that Scott said he likes for proposals. I just wanted to say this is a very nice looking proposal, and I wanted to make sure Scott saw it, because he likes a good proposal, so. But I guess for now, I don't have any other questions for you. Do you have any questions for us? Okay, thank you very much. I think this is a great idea, both saving the mums and beautifying the parks. I'm a big fan of that.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Kathy.
See ya.
Okay. And did you get everything there you needed, Rosemary?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, okay, next thing on the agenda, Jill, we've got the upcoming tree lighting.
What's the
So-
date for that?
It is December 5th, Friday, yep. So this is the flyer that I have drafted. Like to have your guys' input. It's pretty similar concept. I'm working on, a few of the churches now to see if we can acquire a little something different to the event. Bristol Elementary, I did reach out to them and spoke to the music teacher. He loved the idea of that. However, he just felt like this year there wasn't just enough time for him to execute that. So hopefully next year and future years, we'll get one of the grade levels to come and participate, which would obviously draw more families to this event. So this year, we are planning December 5th, doors open at 6 p.m. where they can come in, families, have some cookies, hot cocoa, time for them to write a letter to Santa as well. Santa will arrive right around that tree lighting. That's what we've been working at with the North Pole, around 6:30. Afterwards, people can stay and get photos and meet Santa. So it's just a event that the fire department and the parks sponsor. So I don't have an expense yet on cookies, but we talked about the last meeting around $120. And then just some supplies for hot cocoa. We have good base of a foundation of what we need for supplies. So I think we could easily get enough of all of our supplies for under $200.
And we already voted to approve that last month,
You
right?
did,
Okay.
yep.
And I still have the letterheads.
$400.
And I have the mailbox. What's that?
It was up to $400
I don't remember the dollar amount, but I knew what you guys approved, it would not.
over.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've got it covered. I had a volunteer I was talking to about the choir stuff that volunteered to make cookies and bring them, and are you covered on concessions or?
If you have somebody that wants to donate cookies, is what I heard,
Yes.
yes, like enough to feed about 100 people plus.
Maybe not that many,
Okay.
but maybe
If
something
you
to
can give
supplement
me
your
a
concessions.
figure, that would be great. And
Okay.
then I'll just maybe reduce my order.
I'll maybe just put you in touch with Mary Ann.
Oh,
It's Mary Ann Martin. So,
yeah. Yeah, we used to have someone that donated their time and they would supply the cookies and desserts, but in the past few years, we just purchased cookies.
yeah, and that's what I told her. I was like, I knew we allocated funds for that, so, but I'll talk to Jill and find out, so.
Yeah, that would be great. I'll go hold the Mary Ann then.
And are you, just to clarify, do you not have a choir or not seeking a choir then for this year?
I'm working again. I've approached a church following up with it. I have not got an answer yet.
Because I'm at the same boat. Most of the churches I contacted, their choir directors had since left.
And it's not,
It's the Amish.
what?
Oh.
The Amish came and caroled here. I sat out on Washington Street and listened to them carol to, it was only, I think it was Nick. Nick came out, Jimmy wouldn't come out. But they had their wagon, okay? And they all had the benches along the walls and they stopped the wagon, got out of the wagon, went over to the fire department and caroled. Came back, got in it and went someplace else. I don't know where they went.
Well,
They
I
were
think
out
Their
caroling.
the-
You didn't get their card? Their
Yeah,
contact
I was
info?
gonna say.
How are we gonna track them down?
They did a really good job.
Interesting.
All gonna need to learn the words to sleep and knock.
I was gonna say, do they speak in English or is it Dutch?
No,
I mean,
they
either
were
would
in
be fine.
English. They were in English.
I'll continue to reach out at this point if I get down
Dutch
to
too?
the wire, but if not, we will still have the speakers and the microphone and just as a group gatherings. So, but if you guys are any available, that would, sometimes we need extra hands with the the cocoa bar.
We'll do that.
Um,
We'll help.
Okay,
She's doing
With the
the
cookies?
letters. I'll help
Okay.
with the cookies.
yeah, just great support if you're able to show up. We would love that. That's all I have for the tree lighting. So if you're good with this flyer,
Mhm.
we'll start getting it out to the public.
Looks good to me. Does anybody else have any thoughts or
Flyer.
questions?
Right?
Looks great. It's always
Did a
something
nice
to look
job.
forward to.
Thank you.
Thanks for your work on this, Jill.
It is fine. I think it grows every year a little bit too with the people. So
So we had a gob of Amish there last year.
yeah, we did. I'm
We
just
really
thinking,
had a gob of
if we
Amish.
can partner with Bristol Elementary and one of their grade levels, I mean, that's just gonna grow our families on showing up for their kids and support. So,
One thing that happened when we were over here with the tree in Redbird is we went to the school and had the school kids make
ornaments.
ornaments out of recycled. They were recycled ornaments. And they made ornaments out of recycle, and we had a gob of people come and put those on the tree.
Actually, I'm glad you said that. 'Cause I think last year, the Bristol Library, Dawn, I think, maybe partnered with, or organized this, where they had kids come in and they can make ornaments to bring to the event. Help spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if they're interested in doing that again.
That sounds good.
That's all I have for the tree lighting.
All right. You all set there, Rosemary?
Huh?
Did you get everything you needed?
Of course.
Okay. Of course.
I take
I
notes.
should know better. All right, next thing on the agenda is the community garden report from Michael Rapp. That's me. Just wanted to let everybody know that we had another great year. Weather in the middle of the summer got a little crazy there for a couple of weeks and slowed things down. But by all of our estimates, we did deliver 650 to 700 pounds of produce to the community pantry this year. We also estimate that the picking that was going on by the community was greater than last year, but we don't have any way of weighing how much that was. Our hopes are that the people that are going and picking are pantry patrons and or other people that are otherwise in need. But we did right around what we did last year. So 650 to 700 pounds. We'll be doing our final delivery actually tomorrow because we've been taking tomatoes and ripening them off the vine. And we've got a bunch of sweet peppers, tomatoes, and a little bit of lettuce and green onions that we're able to put in towards the end of the season. So, and then the goal next year is that we can get started a little bit earlier. Last year, we had about a month of extra produce at the beginning where we had lettuces put in real early last year. So that's one of our main goals next year is getting that put in early so that we can really extend the season. That's how we increase the total harvest is getting more and more weeks of production. Trying to think, there was something else about that I wanted to share with you guys, but it's kind of slipped my mind. I should have taken better notes. But do you guys have any questions for me about the community garden?
How is it? How is
Thoughts or-
the organization doing?
We are not, thank you. That is the other thing I wanted to discuss. We're not entirely sure how much support we're going to be able to get from Seed to Feed Church Community Services. Their funding has been affected quite a bit. I'm expecting to learn more about that in the next month or two, when I'll be meeting with the director to have kind of an end of season wrap up and find out what they're going to be able to support us with next year. And so thank you for bringing that up, Linda, because that was the other thing I did want to mention to you guys. We will likely need to be seeking more donations, more community support, possibly more support from the parks in town. Not a whole lot of expensive items, really just making sure we get the mulch and soil we need. And if we're not able to get plants through Seed to Feed, we are partnering with some local growers to see if we can get donations. And then my wife and I have also been really actively increasing the amount that we start because we've got a little greenhouse now. So honestly, most of the tomatoes and peppers that went in at the garden are ones that we ended up starting and just, we started our own for a personal garden and we're just started more. And that has worked out well. But there will be more need next year, I'm certain of it. So thank you guys very much for all your support for making the garden happen, because in talking with Sarah Burton at the hub over there, and the new director, it is a really big deal that people have access to that fresh produce. And it's especially important, they're powerful for them, I think, that it's coming from their community.
Mhm.
So thank you guys for your
You're
support.
working together a list of plans that you need.
Yes, I'll work with the voice from heaven. I'll be working with Sarah Burton, to decide, what we need to adjust as far as whether we want to do fewer beans, more tomatoes, that kind of thing. But yeah, we'll have a plant list, I would say by January at the latest.
Yeah, Lori and I have a small greenhouse where we could help with getting some of those starts going if we can get a list and see
Okay,
what's needed.
thank you. That would be fantastic.
We might have an
What'd you
employee
say?
as well.
What do you say?
He said that they have a little greenhouse that they could possibly start some plants for us
Okay.
too. Scott, that's Scott Dreamer talking.
Okay.
We thought it was God. That sounded remarkably like Scott.
Morgan Free.
It's that golden voice of mine.
Yep.
Michael, if you, can make that list as well, we have a few of our employees that are, I'll call them master gardeners better than I, so yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to think, I know, is Wendell, does he grow some? Okay,
Yeah.
he donated some 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, I
Okay.
know we grew some
Yeah.
from the. So, all
It'd be
right,
a great resource.
so I will make sure that when we get a plant list done, we
Yeah,
get that sent to
that was
everybody.
Sarah. Is it Sarah?
Yeah, I can talk to Sarah Salter at Goshen Hospital and see if she has extra as well from their planting in Goshen.
That'd be great. I will get you guys a list for sure. I can tell you off the top of my head, the one area which we didn't get things put in that we wanted to were herbs. So things like basil, sage. We've got some perennials out there, but
So is
I don't know what my deal
is
is.
there
I can't
any
tell
issue
you.
with the water? Is that,
I think the water is taken care of now, isn't
the
it?
water cost is taken care of?
The town covered it,
County covered it?
the town council covered this.
Now it's
season.
gotta be in our budget.
And,
I thought we split it 50-50.
or yes, I'm sorry, thank you.
This year.
We split it 50-50 this year and then did the park board vote to take it over
It's in the budget.
100%
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
I think we made double sure of that.
I believe you are correct, sir. Oh, and the one other thing about the community garden I wanted to talk about was we just did our last seasonal class. Mary Ann Martin and I have been doing classes at the library, working with Seed to Feed. We're hoping to do 3 or 4 classes a season, but we do like an early spring prep. You know, we want to do a midsummer things to do in the middle of summer, and then the class that I just had last Monday was on seed saving.
On what?
Seed saving. So the community garden is going to work on doing classes at the library throughout the summer. Okay. That's all I have on community garden. Did anybody have any more questions for me? Okay. All right. So moving on then, we're on to Congdon Park. And first off, we've got the turkey trot. Al?
So I emailed you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, actually, Mike, I just emailed you, can you upload, bring that image up?
No.
I emailed you guys last week on a proposal on some, I call them political signs that we could install. Hopefully in the next week or two, if you guys like this project, in Condon Park and potentially Cummins Park. There is an image, hopefully,
Is it this link?
keep scrolling down, there you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
So there's 2, they're the same image, they're just different sizes. So we could do, I was guessing around 5 for Condon Park, more at the entrance of the stairs, down at the parking lot, maybe just throughout around the playground area or the walking path itself. Along with maybe a larger one, which is to the left there, which is a 40 by 30 inch sign. Maybe more at the staircase. focus to draw the people in. Premier Signs is who we've done work with. They're quoting us at $28.98 for, I'll call it your traditional political sign. The larger one is a little bit more expensive at $132.50. Now, I made these very generic and we can use them year after year after year. It will be an acrylic compost material. So my plan is the month of November, I'll probably leave it up that Thanksgiving weekend, and Monday we take them down.
Mhm.
So I did Condon Park. I didn't know if we want to start small or if we want to do Cummins. I think Linda might have been the one that responded. She would like to see it in Cummins too. We have 2 great walking paths in both parks that we could definitely. This would just be a fun thing. There's no time. There's no employees that have to be there, to run it or staff it. You come when you want to with your family. Get them out in the park the day of Thanksgiving.
Is Cummins Park, is that 4 laps equals a
No,
mile?
it's 5.
Ah,
I know. Otherwise, I would have added that name.
Yeah, you just leave the park name out or, yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's 4, Cummins is 5.
yeah, Commons is 5. So-
Scott, if you can't see it, I emailed this to you. My screen share,
Navigate up to look at that and stay on the Zoom at the same time.
oh, okay.
Scott, I think you've seen it. I thought I saw you respond to this, but I could be
Yeah,
thinking of
you
a
said you
different.
liked
I did,
Okay.
yeah, I was for it in both parts. I think it'd be
Yeah.
cool.
We can definitely do both parks. When I talked to Stacy, she said maybe a week turnaround. So I think if we still want to do it this week, or I'm sorry, this month, we can still get the signs out there and do the event for Thanksgiving. If you guys want to do the smaller signs for right now, maybe next year we could look at the larger signs. Maybe see what the response is to people come. I mean, we're gonna put it on Facebook. We'll help advertise it that way as
Put it
well.
on the sign.
Yeah, we can definitely put it on
Yeah.
the sign. We can use our app to help advertise.
If we
this
had
as
some
well.
flyers, we could put them at the library.
We can promote it everywhere.
Yeah, flyers at the library for events. I'm assuming you already do it, but that's a great way to get.
Yep.
Get connected with people that aren't maybe necessarily online or on Facebook.
So you
Oh,
guys
this looks great.
let me know, if you wanna do the smaller political signs, or if you wanna go ahead and order maybe one larger one for each park.
I'm for one larger at each park and the rest of the little ones.
So the larger ones are $132.50. And then our political signs are $28.98, and that comes with the wire stakes as well. So it should be ready to go.
Are they 2-sided?
Oh, good question.
Yeah,
In
I
my
would hope
head,
so.
I had 2-sided, but
Yeah.
I should clarify that. My pen. Borrow pen. Thank you. I will verify that.
That 132 is for how many?
One.
Do you want to start with the smaller?
Why,
one?
are you upset with 132?
What's that?
Are you upset with 132?
$132 for one sign,
The larger sign,
the larger, 30 inches.
30 by 40.
40 by 30 by
40 by
3
30.
mm.
Okay,
Millimeter.
I don't know. I haven't bought yards.
What's the size
Other
of
than
the smaller
buildings.
ones?
I thought you were wrong, there's not many.
24 inches by 18 inches.
How much?
24 inches by 18 inches, so. If I look at that image, I say your traditional political sign, but this is a different diet.
Yeah, it's portraits that are
Landscape.
yeah.
So the 24 inches by 18 inches is $28.98. The 40 inches by 30. What's 3 mm? Is it just the thickness of
3
it?
mil.
Yeah,
3 mil.
She didn't write down the other one, so okay. I assume they're both the same. $132.50.
if they're good quality, then they'll last.
There is acrylic compost material. So I'm hoping we can get 5+ easily.
And
years
that
out of
they're
the signs.
printed on both sides.
I want to verify that
Mhm.
in my head. That's what I had pictured. That's not always reality.
If they say they're political, then I'm sure they got it on both sides. I mean, if it looks supposed to be
Yeah.
that kind of a sign.
I would love
Let's
to never
verify
know.
that.
Before I order, I would definitely verify
For-
that.
Tell them that Mike Yoder says for $132 ought to be printed on 4 sides.
Square like a box that turns.
Right,
There you go.
rotates.
So, you guys just let me know how many and what size.
What do you mean let you know?
Do you want a large sign in each park? Do you want
One large sign in each, I would like to have one large sign in each park and then.
One, each large where?
For the others or?
What did you have in your vision? Cause you probably in your vision, you had a certain level of engagement and placement for that, for the right engagement.
Correct.
What sizes did you have and where did you picture them?
So if we were gonna do a large one, I would probably just put it right outside the parking lot at those parks. Well, let me rephrase that. At Cummins Park, it would be more the end of the drive of the parking lot, the new addition, right in that area. Condon Park would be right off the parking lot. And then I would have them just sort of sporadic throughout the walking path. We probably don't need that. We could probably do 3 around the walking path.
Okay.
Cause it's not gonna change. More at the Condon and strategically is where I had my vision is run the playground, top of the stairs, and then one on more about the fishing here.
Okay.
Cummins, I didn't picture that, cause I wasn't sure if we want to do both parks or one. We might honestly be able just to do one at Cummins Park, to be honest. The large one at Cummins Park and probably not even the smaller ones,
Yeah, most people are gonna start at that same point.
Mhm.
where Con would be a little different.
Mhm.
We could probably just do one large one at Cummins and then maybe like 3 political signs and one large one at Condon.
So 2 40 by 30s and 3 18 by 24s is what I heard.
You might want to get
2-sided.
a
Yeah.
couple more just in case they disappear.
It's about 300,
Well, we can always print more next year too.
Okay.
Sorry,
about $350.
I was just gonna plug it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, 360.
All depend on how we promote it, if we got our flyers out there and advertisements and something up on Facebook.
We could easily just do 2 large ones for both parks and I can just promote it, blast it everywhere.
You should put one of those funny looking
QR.
QR code, to make park donations. A QR code do we have a PayPal or some kind of an account that people can make park donations to?
No, but we could set it up, something we could play with that.
Then just put that on the sign and say, hey, donate to the park. $5 for every lap.
Depending on how wild you wanted to get with your QR code, you could log your time on your turkey trot.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
rather
just start
see
and
that
finish.
engagement and we could sort of track who actually utilized the.
What, you'd rather see that? Why not that and donate money? What's wrong with donating money?
Yeah, numbers.
If you don't ask.
Donate money for the Christmas cookies at the Christmas tree lighting.
But we need to start doing that on other events, like the QR code and,
Yeah,
but if you guys want, we could just do one large one,
For Congdon,
each park,
for each park.
and that's it.
I like your idea, of like having that over by the playground, but necessarily like wherever you're gonna come in and interact with the park. So you could come in off the bridge and if the sign's up over on the other side of the park, you may not even really
Right.
see it. So I don't, probably at least 2
Okay.
is my thought.
Playground and off the staircase.
Yeah, wherever you're gonna enter the park from, where that you're gonna have a chance to see that sign. So at least 2.
so you're thinking, Jill, right in this area at the bottom of the stairs, but
Yeah.
then,
The large one in that area.
when people park here, they walk right over to the playground, you think? Or
Yes,
they
they
walk
do.
You need to
here?
have one, you
No,
need
they
to
walk
have one
straight to
right
the
there, and when they come down from the stairs. Definitely.
Okay, so 2 off the center of the parking lot, 'cause the large one is where I play our parking lot.
Mhm.
going south. Yeah. And if we wanna add more for next year in case something does happen, Premier will have the template, so we can order more.
Cool.
And then we'll get them out there. Obviously, as soon as you see them.
Okay, so what was the final proposal then? One large one in each park and how many small ones?
Beautiful.
2 small ones. Linda, do we have the money for that in our budget there you were just looking at?
For now,
Is that what you're proposing, is
because I
getting
don't
that,
know what they've got.
ordered and in-
outstanding.
If
No.
you wanna do it this year, yeah.
is that what we were thinking?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
It's, so we're talking close to $500?
Oh, no, no.
No,
Three-
330.
Well, then we've
Yeah,
got
we're
the
doing
money
2 and
for
2.
it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're around right under
303.
under 300.
Spend it like you got it.
Do we have that, Linda?
Yeah, we probably. got
Yeah,
it
we do.
there somewhere. We'll find it.
We will find it,
Okay.
won't we, Jill?
We'll go dive into.
We have
the
the
couch.
money,
We'll
yeah.
find
Yeah.
it.
Because I think I
If
still
we
have
don't,
money
the
within
town-
that summer park.
The town
program
board will
supplies.
bail us out, maybe.
Sorry.
So
That means we all gotta get out there, we gotta make a big deal out of it, we gotta go run on Thanksgiving. And we gotta, or that,
Just try.
Or trot.
trot, yeah,
The trotting.
So do we have a
Or
motion?
yeah.
Do we have a motion for that, Linda? or-
I'll make a motion in support of it.
What's
I'll
the motion
second it.
for?
We're doing 2 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay,
Motion to get 2 large signs and 2 small signs,
pending, hold on, pending. if
pending that it's
two-sided.
2-sided.
And what?
Pending that it's 2-sided,
Oh,
just making, she's gotta make sure that it's on both sides.
Email then.
That's for the turkey trot for
The
Congdon.
sign
and
should
Cummins.
hopefully go out by the end of next week then.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
aye, vote carries.
Aye.
There's a, Scott also voted in there. So Andrew moved, motioned, Linda seconded, all in favor. Okay, great, thank you for your work on that. Jill, anything else you need from us
Now I'm done.
on that subject? Okay. Um,
Good poster.
next thing I
Is
had,
this what we could send to the library, a flyer
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
next thing was just a tree replacement, Mike. I didn't know if you had gotten an update from the tree specialist.
Not from that person unless Eric's talked to himself. Eric was supposed to be joining us tonight. So I can tell you that the trees, the old, dead, or bad trees have been removed now from Condon. And I know he's been talking to Turkey Run, Turkey Creek, Turkey Trot, Turkey Run, Turkey
Mhm.
Creek, about new trees, but I don't know what the schedule is for planting those.
Okay.
Eric also had an update on the basketball court. Our contractor lost 1 or 2 employees or something because they weren't good employees, so he got behind, but I think he's scheduled to pour that this Thursday and Friday, yeah.
Okay.
So at least the concrete work will be done this fall. We'll probably wait till spring to do painting at this point.
Next Thursday and Friday.
This Thursday. Day after
what was that
tomorrow.
about? That again, I didn't.
Yeah, I got a question.
The basketball court got delayed.
Yeah, Scott?
They will begin work this week
Okay.
and painting probably in the spring.
Scott, you got a question?
Yeah, in Cummins Park, they were talking about needing to fill cracks in the pickleball court. Is that scheduled?
No, and I have to check back with Eric on that because we're getting mixed signals on what we should be doing and what we should not be doing or what we could do. And I don't remember where we're at with that, honestly. So I'll check with
Okay.
Eric tomorrow.
Is that something we're checking on whether it's still covered under warranty from the installer?
I think we passed that stage, and I think we're trying to figure out what we should use in there.
Just
So
the
not
material,
regular
okay.
crack sealer, because that's sticky, and not, every idea that Eric had apparently was wrong. So what did,
I thought it was asphalt, we were in like crack fill.
really? Because I thought that was what we weren't supposed to use. Anyways, I'll get with Eric, figure out what the plan was on that.
A person to, contact about that would be Mark George.
Already,
Be a reason,
Yeah, we've already
talked to
talked to them.
okay, all right.
Okay, and still back to Congdon, we had one more, the truck and treat report, or I think you emailed us about it, but was there anything you wanted to add about the truck and
I
treat?
don't think I really need to add too much, just a quick highlight. We had a wonderful turnout. The weather started out really great, and about 45 minutes in, it started sprinkling. Nothing too heavy, but I think the bridge being closed, we didn't see really numbers down from that. I think it actually made a safer route for families because they
Okay.
just walked the entire bridge. We didn't have to worry about the sidewalk or traffic. We had some new businesses participate. We also lost a few, so it sort of balanced it. I want to continue to grow that. We have a big park. We need more trucks to fill it up. So that's something we will look at doing. This year, we did purchase a counter because I've been asked many times how many kids, and I don't have a clue besides a lot. And we calculated, what did I say, 650?
50
Oh,
something, I think 58, 650.
Yeah, we're right
I
in
remember
that.
what I saw.
It's been a few days since the event, but anyhow, a wonderful turnout. So, we already have it scheduled next year for actual Halloween. It's on a Saturday, so October 31st. We'll do the same time, same place, hopefully with road projects. I don't think there'll be any issues. And that will be the same night as trick or treating in the town as well.
Excellent.
I think those, to me, it seemed like that the businesses had lots more things. They're getting,
They decorate.
they decorated lots more than they did before.
We had
And then
dynamic.
the town did an excellent job decorating.
Thank you. Yeah, we had some logs down there, some pumpkins, and we did the corn stalks. But we had a local business, Dynamic Packaging Solutions. They went all out. They had this large, we call it Grand Reaper. It was like animated and it talked and kids like
Oh.
that. But Linda donated her large inflatable cat, her black cat. That's a highlight. A lot of families went and took a photo op.
Nice. Cool.
So, yeah,
That was cool.
it's a good time. People really enjoy coming out.
Yeah, the people I've spoken with that went said that they had a really nice time, so
Yeah.
thank you for your work on that.
Except the start of the rain, just as it got dark.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the last 15 minutes. I didn't think it was for the whole 2 hours or.
It wasn't the whole, I think the last hour, it was off and on, spent in a little bit of rain.
I just also wanted to say that I like the idea of the counter, like having a more accurate number on how many people are attending events is really helpful for us for determining what's
That
working
event's a
and
little
what's not.
easier to do
so.
because it's a commercial,
What does the counter and how does it work? Like, is it
old fashioned.
just, I was gonna say, is it just somebody standing there and just clicking it as they go by? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I didn't know if the technology had.
Yeah, he's a gentleman that did it. He was with the police department, not one of our officers. I said, you got one job.
Okay.
So, but he did a great job.
All right. Great, thank you. Any other questions or comments on truck or treat? Thank you for your work on that, everybody. Looks like we're then moving on to Cummins Park. You mentioned in an email something about trash cans at Cummins or a
I'm
trash
just gonna
can.
update them on the museum. So you can't see it in this image right here, but they have two receptacles. Currently, right now, it's more towards the east of the park.
There's two of them right in here.
So they have a recycling and one for trash. So during the summer, yeah, sort of right in that area.
Yeah, because they're right in front of our parking spots.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in the summer months, a lot of people utilize this park and it becomes full of trash over the weekend very quickly. So we talked to the museum to see what kind of partnership we could do with that trash can us utilizing it. there were a few questions that they had. They only get picked up every other week. How much trash? I couldn't really tell them the numbers of how many bags. Will it smell? Didn't have answers to that because they didn't want something to sting for 2 weeks. What if we filled it and they needed it for larger items? So our thoughts is to present to the park board is they eliminate their service and we just pay for a trash can there. We'll probably need it picked up weekly. And then the museum, which they have very little trash, could just utilize that trash can. And it's just a great partnership.
If they'll let us walk, no. That was a bathroom.
I mean,
That's probably a good
want,
gesture.
they do want our, park visitors to come in and look at the museum and take tours and, but I think it's just
Have
a
we
great.
talked to them about putting access, they talked about making a drinking fountain accessible for our folks, since we can't get water down there and they have water. I didn't know if that was something that
Yeah,
we.
I've talked to them some about restrooms, drinking fountain, that is a possibility, yes. So we're waiting to see what the solution is for the restrooms, because that may solve other issues as well.
We're just hoping like this is another little benefit we can offer to our county parks and just try to continue to build that relationship. So when we're needing a favor
To
from
use
them.
the auditorium. You could
Yeah.
use the
So
auditorium.
Yeah, there's,
Maybe offer the track service, maybe in exchange, they could make a couple things accessible.
that's what I'm hoping we can bridge.
yeah, it's not easily, there's not a way to get in there and out easily. It's not as easy as what you'd like to think. So I don't know, but we're thinking they'd like to work with us on that. There's no question about that. It's a matter of cost and what's the most cost-effective way. Anyways, I will mention, this is really premature, but somebody contacted the Community Foundation and wanted to do at least a one-time gift of significant dollars to work with parks in Bristol, I guess, or parks in the community. Not just Bristol, but anywhere. So we submitted restrooms and commons as one of the potential projects and because we've invested so much money with pickleball and the new splash pad, the new basketball court, the new parking area, adding restrooms there would make a really nice addition. So this would be $150,000 grant.
Okay,
Yeah, so fingers crossed. So,
yes.
yeah, while Jill's here, because she and I have had fun discussing this. Where I'd like that new single trash container is right where this vehicle's parked, because now we have all this brand new asphalt and we have lined off an area from about here over to here, and it's marked as no parking. So one is for the driveway into this building, then there's an overhead door right here. So there is perfect room on the asphalt to put that dumpster right there. And then
The smell would be not as bad because they do it every week. And
every week,
we would do it every week
Yeah.
instead of every other.
I'd just like to get it off that
Yeah.
grass. I'd like to get it off that grass. Plus, people park right here, so if you're picking up the trash, there could be a car in front of it. Here, they're not supposed to be parking, so we'll see. That's what I'm pushing for. Jill and I were debating whether there's room between the two. That's all.
How large is their, how
What's that?
large is their receptacle?
Oh, it's the same size that they got now is probably all we need. What was it, 3 yard, 4 yard?
They're
It's a hopper,
Yeah,
It's a 3 area,
Okay.
yeah.
and where is it now?
it's sitting in the grass right in here, next to a recyclable hopper as well,
Thank
but
you.
we're doing away with the recyclable one, because
Okay.
Unless the county wants to keep that service, but I haven't heard.
So if I could, a little bit of truck talk.
Yes.
truck talk.
So nothing will tear up asphalt faster than a heavy truck turning on it.
Well, that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah,
So
Where's the best
where do
spot?
you think we should put it then?
a wider turning radius where they can come in and get one shot at it. If they have to come in and they have to turn the wheels several times on fresh asphalt, it's gonna tear it up. we won't get a long life out of the asphalt that we have there. So the less turning that truck has to do on it, the longer life you're gonna get out of that asphalt.
Probably the best spot would be,
That's where
But
I was
that's right
gonna
in front
ask.
of a parking.
yeah, I know. It's
Several.
right where our porta potties at, cause then they could pull in,
That we could do.
Well, that already.
back out, and then just drive out.
We relocate porta potties and put it right there.
So the other way, they're driving in, you almost have to back up in here, then back out and drive out. Yeah,
Is there any good spot in that park you see?
Not particularly.
The front door.
That's what I'm saying, anywhere you go, you're gonna do a lot of turning around.
Yeah.
The parking lot.
yeah.
And I don't know the exact reason, but I was talking to Julie, the curator there. And it used to be on the west side of that garage, the opening there, but they
Right.
moved it to the east side, and they asked her why, because
Yeah,
I believe when we designed it, that's where we
Mhm.
put those lines.
Mhm.
She said it was easier for the truck driver.
maybe that was it then.
So I don't know if that was just too tight of a turn or the access to get,
Maybe.
Well,
and we could
I
put
would-
time code too to ask them or Borden, I mean.
Yeah, I would think if you're gonna come in there and pick that up, and I've never driven a trash truck, but I do know if someone's gonna be parked in your way and you don't have a good shot at something, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So it may be worth a call to them. You're right. But, yeah. Just,
So we'll get their opinion.
yeah, I've seen asphalt projects, like within a year, they're torn up.
Thank you for raising that issue. That's definitely something we'd want to consider.
Yeah, we don't want to try that. A lot
Doing it weekly, that's 2 times a year. You're on your asphalt.
Is there a way to coordinate with who'd you say, Heimco?
of Borden.
yeah,
To see if
Eric
they
is
can-
already reaching out to them to make, I think, isn't he, or are you doing that?
I had asked Eric too, yes. Yeah. Eric.
So I think part of that whole discussion is where we stash this thing, if they wanna leave it where it is or move it. I was just thinking of tidying up the area, but you're right, those kind of truck movements will
Be tough.
I feel like if there's a way to get it in over here, but I hear what you're saying, that's blocking the parking spot there. What I was wondering is if we could
well, if
coordinate a
it's,
pickup to
if
be at
it's
a time when
right
it's
here where
not.
these where these are at, then
And at 12 o'clock
can-
at night, pick it up.
That's what I was wondering.
I mean, that's where they come in Subway. They pick
Do they?
Subway up in the middle of the night.
I wonder if that's when they pick this up as well then.
That's what I was wondering,
Well,
if we could find out when they would pick
yeah.
up, because if it's
So-
after hours, then
Yeah,
Then it
we'll just
doesn't
leave it
matter.
where it's at if that's where they want it.
Can I ask, how is the trash currently handled? I mean, our staff, I'm assuming, go in after a weekend, hand collect the garbage, and then where are they taking it to? Is there
They take it back to Herman's, I think, don't they? That's the reason we're
to the dumpster at
looking
Herman's?
for a dumpster here. It just helps us out
I think-
logistically.
Yeah, our trash is just increasing.
Yeah.
Which means more visitors to our parks.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
With that comes.
So what's the, like, kind of time frame on your thoughts on when we would?
Oh, we're ready to
Gonna
go
start
now,
this.
but,
I thought we were gonna wait till the beginning of the year.
oh, that's right, January 1, because
Yeah.
they've already paid their contract.
Yeah. So we talked about just taking over January 1st.
Taking over what?
Supplying the
So-
trash can,
Okay, January 1st,
Dumpster.
weekly
receptacle.
pickup.
I don't know if we'll do weekly throughout the whole year. I don't know if that's gonna be needed. But, maybe every other week during, let's say, our slower season.
Okay,
And then-
weekly pickup on, in season.
Yeah.
We're building a lot of goodwill with the county here. They like all the new parking we've done, and we'll be improving their entrance next year, or hopefully next year they get to this. And then we'll be doing some repaving in here. So we're doing some good things with them.
They're a great partner.
Just the opening up onto Vistula Street, but be an improvement.
And we've changed the timer on the lights, saying the daylight savings time. Weather's still, nice, and then we have a lot of pickleball players in the evening, so. Eric changed that, I think, to 6 o'clock, which maybe in the next few weeks we'll have to
Have
adjust
to change it.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Supposed to start raining Thursday night, all day Friday,
And
down
so,
down
Oh.
into the teens.
Then we may not be getting cement work
Right.
done on Thursday. Friday.
Yeah,
Probably
that's-
get
it's
like
looking
a
pretty cool.
snow, a whole bit.
Does anybody know, going back to the community garden, the one other thing I wanted to bring up was the water. I've got the irrigation disconnected and it has been now for
Turn off.
a while. But yeah, I didn't know if we needed to have that turned off.
yes.
The other thing I wondered is
Seems
if
to be
someone
blowing
can
out.
confirm for me, if I understood Dean correctly, he said that that's a frost-free hydrant,
Mhm,
Oh,
which means that it can't freeze.
right,
Is that accurate, is my
Yes,
question.
it is.
Okay, super.
the same ones that's down in our park.
That's fine.
They probably don't blow those out either, do they?
Mm.
Okay.
The blowing out I would do in previous years is the actual, the irrigation system, the
Right,
manifold and
yours
everything.
works.
And that's, I'm gonna be replacing the whole thing next year, so I didn't blow it out. I have it disconnected,
Mhm.
but yeah, sorry, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't gonna have anything freeze out there at the garden, so.
One more item on Commons Park that's on the agenda.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
So the town works with, Wildman on our, the park. So they supply the mop head, they do, like paper towels, they supply some of the products here inside the town as well. So, the pickleball courts, the entrance to each course, there's like a little cement pad. I don't know the dimensions of it, but very similar to this size right here. On each of those pads, we have a mat. I'll just say ones you can buy at Menards. They are ripping, they are tearing, they're falling apart. So I was talking to the gentleman that does our contract, and he informed me that they have scraper mats. That's what this is right here. We can buy it. Another little cool feature is we can have the park's logo placed on this for a cost. Or we can still have the logo placed on it for a weekly service or bi-weekly. Off seasons, we can remove it entirely and bring it back. If there's a rip or tear, which he showed me an example, there is a little tear in this one. Hope when he's down there every other week or whatever we do, he'll replace it at no cost to us. So,
you should hold it up and show the camera so Scott can see it.
Scott, can you see it? Can you see this at
I'm still
all?
looking at a park.
Oh, I gotta stop sharing.
So for
Okay,
us to get,
no,
Is it
turn
behind
around,
you?
it's behind
You
you.
can see.
There you go, Scott.
Yeah, that looks nice.
okay, so it's just a scraper mat. I love it. So anyhow, we could rent that with the logo, for $5.31 a month. So like I said, off season, we can just remove them. They will store it for us. We don't even have to worry about that.
How much?
$5.31 a mat.
Is that the only cost associated with it, or do we have to pay an upfront cost and then we pay?
That's the
So what are you exactly getting for that money?
This mat with the park's logo on it. It will be a
Just one?
little,
Just one mat
well,
Yeah,
my
that's per
proposal would
mat.
be for 6
per mat?
per mat. 6 mats for each court. The logo doesn't have to be put on it. It can be just as what we see here.
How expensive is the logo?
That would include it. The $5.31 would be the mat with the logo on it.
We should have the logo on it so it doesn't disappear.
Well, it would be their responsibility if it disappears. That's not at our expense either.
Is it,
With the logo, it's apt to stay.
All the mats have stayed already. It's been down there for years.
Or somebody might say, I want a souvenir of the park, and there's a logo mat, it might make it worth more.
If we decide not to do the logo, it is a lesser cost. He didn't give me that, but he said it wouldn't be as expensive. So we can also shop around and see if Menards have these rubber ones. But going down there, I'm just starting to see the wear and tear. They're out all winter. It's gonna happen.
Well, he services them,
Yep.
Menards doesn't.
Correct. And if we rather not pay that monthly, it is $240.25 per mat
To buy them outright,
to buy them outright.
or it's $531 a month per mat,
For the
Good.
life of our contract with them.
and that's how long?
We never had to do a new contract, so until we stop it. So
Okay.
at $5.31, let's just say January, February, March.
Yeah.
We're not paying that. It's only when he's coming in and servicing it.
Mhm.
So let's just say 6, maybe 9 months out of the year.
You can maybe be made October and call it good.
We could. So 6 months out of the year.
Yeah,
I don't need a decision
Yep.
tonight, because obviously season's ending. It was just something to propose. When he says he could add the logo, I was like, pretty cool.
I think it's cool too.
So
I mean,
great marketing.
If it really is just a 531 per month that we're using them and they're gonna replace them if they're damaged, I mean, it seems like that's less expensive than even buying them from Walmart.
And you get them serviced.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
For that.
we'd need to rent them for like 7 years to cover the cost of buying one individually or something.
Would you
Um,
like to see one with the logo on it before we would do all 6?
I'd be interested in knowing the cost difference between the logo and the non-logoed. But
And then,
531 a month does not seem like an expensive cost to me.
I don't think so either. I think we ought to just do the logo. I don't think we need to know the difference.
So yes for logo or no for logo?
That would be $5.31 a mat.
And you need 6 mats, right?
Okay.
One
I just
per
wanna make
court,
sure. 6.
1 mat per court, right? Yeah.
So
So it'd be
And I
like
did ask, since we're
32.
doing 6, could we get like a bulk, and he says, "No, have a bulk."
So $32 a month.
6 in the order.
I was like, oh, you were talking, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Small town bulk.
Yeah,
small
right.
bulk, right.
Um,
But, before we do all 6 with the logo, would you like to see one with the logo?
That'd be great. Are we gonna have to buy it for $240 outright?
No.
If we don't want it?
We should take a look at the Bristol Parks logo and replace the parks with pickleball.
Oh, for the mats?
Yeah, the net.
We could.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the logo and how that
with
wraps
the
around?
Bristol
Yeah.
Parks.
It's,
Well, Bristol Parks at the top, but then each park's name's at the bottom.
it's on their agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a good compliment for when they paint the basketball court.
Talking about.
Okay. So are we talking about
Oh,
pickleball,
maybe.
like on the bottom part? Take the
Yeah, take the park names off of it and just put
Names off.
pickleball there.
Bristol Parks.
Pickleball.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
You guys like that?
yeah, check it out.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and just confirm that we don't care about the logo versus non-logo price.
But don't tell him that, but
Well, Michael asked for the difference. Do you never
Yeah, I mean, if that
know?
531 is, it's that low, I mean, even if you told us it was gonna be $1 a mat, I think we would still say, you know, it's,
As long as it's not outrageous.
yeah, I mean, if these are the only costs you're talking about, that's,
$5
Very
with the
reasonable.
logo, without the logo,
Maybe $2 difference. I don't.
$250,
Yeah.
$3.
and if we're talking 6 months a year,
Yeah.
it's not,
I don't
it's
know how
not a
they
very
make money on
substantial price
this.
difference on that.
They,
Yeah.
they buy bulk.
Yeah,
Yeah, 6 is not bulk, you guys. Okay, I will work on that, see if we can have one maybe by our December meeting. And I can present and show you guys if you like with the logo on it.
super.
We'll reconfigure the logo, Mike, and down with that one and figure out how we can add pickleball then.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
We'll have that maybe for the next meeting for you to look at. The
Matt?
new
Or the
logo example to put on the map.
Okay.
Sounds good.
you can send
We
me a
can do that.
picture of it.
And again, did you say that was with Wildman or Wildman?
Wildman.
Wildman, okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns on that topic? Yes, Jill? Okay, I thought you were like wanting to say something and then
Oh,
thinking.
no, I'm just.
All right. Thank you very much for bringing that to us, Jill. We appreciate it.
Welcome.
Um,
Thank you.
Looks like we're all done with the parks unless anyone else had anything specific to the parks that they needed to discuss. Linda, we've got the budget then for you.
No, it's not me. Yeah, we just need to look at it to.
You just want to address what we talked about right before the meeting? Yeah.
Well, I think we all should be aware that
Or is it the sanitation cost?
it was, what was it? It was sanitation, wasn't it, of some kind?
You were over budget, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Sanitary
45?
services. I mean, we budgeted like 5,000 and we're probably gonna be over 8, right? A little over 8, just so we know.
That
They're
way we're
not-
at already, we're at 8.
Yes,
And they're not closed yet.
yeah, so, we just need to know that those expenses are going up. I don't know, is that something where we wanna shop a different company, or when do you think it's gonna make any difference? They're probably all about the same anyway.
I don't know what the rates are, but I think Jen brought this company to us maybe
Yeah,
she's been gone
we
2
were-
years, so
we
maybe
were
about 3
having-
years ago.
Trouble with the other one.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
brought, this one in.
Price.
Cripes.
Is that who
I
we're,
will tell you,
currently
it's
using
a
Crate.
Cummins, and I am not a big fan of porta potties, but there are times you just have to. They've been clean.
They've been clean.
Cripes have done a good
You know,
job.
I just don't think like that, we haven't been hearing much about it, and that means there's no problem.
Yeah.
I was to say, we have not had any complaints that we've heard of. But I think, Linda, this season's a little bit longer than our typical with the nice weather we've had, so maybe you guys wanna close them at a certain time, but if people are in the parks, I don't know if we want to do that.
yeah,
Leave
no,
them open if they're still using them.
yeah, there's, have we confirmed, is that increase in cost just an increase in rates from Cripes? There's nothing else coming out of that.
I don't think the rate has increased, but I think it's the number of the restrooms we have in each park now. I don't think we had 2 at one point in all of them.
Oh, okay, so we've increased the number of,
I think so, because the rate has not changed.
could we possibly look into that then and see if we can dial in on specifically why that was so much more? I know you're saying-
How about I compare last
Yeah.
year's to this year's?
Okay.
I
That
can
would
give
be
you guys
good.
an update on,
Because I guess I'm curious to see what we put in the budget for next year for sanitary services. If that's going to be a possible higher cost, do we need to possibly look into doing an additional appropriation to that?
No, we can,
Did
Yeah,
did we
somebody's-
under budget it for this year is my question, and if so, should we make sure that we don't under budget it for next year?
But it's already done for next year.
Did you find what it was that she's
yeah,
talking
but
about
I'll
here?
But I guess
Sanitary
we can kind
services
of
that
take
she
a
said
look
it's,
with
we
it.
budgeted
to
5,000 and
see whether
we're
we
at
expect to
8,000
go
already.
over budget.
Right there.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you
just want to make
said,
sure we talked about it a little
could
bit
be
before you
really
got
bad,
it.
clear up until March, April, and nobody will be there.
oh, wait a minute, I want the 26 one.
I think we only have 2, just so you know, we have 2 porta potties in each park. We have one standard and one for ADA purposes.
Yep.
And I want to we pay $720 like a quarter for 2 of those.
Don't we have one in Hermance,
We have 2.
and Hermance? And Condon we have,
Yep.
and Cummins,
2.
so we have 6,
Yeah, so.
Total, yes.
6
I've-
total.
60 days ago, I took a look at what we were spending, and we bumped it up to 7,500 for next year, so we still may be a little bit short.
Okay,
But
but we
it's up.
did
Yeah.
anticipate an increase and increase that.
Okay.
So it's 720 a pair per quarter.
I believe it's a quarter, but yes.
That comes out. It's close.
2160
And I can give you
For
24
Florida.
and versus 25,
Yeah.
just with the 2 years.
So, and then we have now, still coming out of our budget, we have what? As far as large amounts,
You have the
Basketball court.
basketball.
basketball
Mhm.
court. Okay,
And is
there's
that the
a
only big
50
cost before the end of the year?
What's that?
Is that the only bigger cost we've got?
It's only
Before
large
the end of
cost.
the year.
Parking lot we paid for. There's a $50,000 additional appropriation that is finalized Thursday night that we're missing. That's the reason we're so,
Okay.
although I still want to take, I think you and I need to take a look at that minus 28,000, see what. If something's in there that shouldn't be, but I think we're.
also in the budget, or the part of the budget, Jill said that we did receive 7,700 and
Oh, right.
The
such
endowment
gift.
money,
the endowment money.
and that was placed not in the park fund itself, but the park donation fund.
That'll be every year.
Every,
I'm going,
Super.
we don't know exactly, it'll be the same amount, but, right?
it will vary.
But
it's
it'll
interest-based.
probably,
If we want to use those funds, do we need to move them from that fund into one of the other, say we wanted to use it for
No,
ground
just
improvements, or we can
appropriate
just
on it.
pull it out of, okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your work on that too, and getting that thank you letter
she
to
did
the
send a thank
donators.
you letter, which
Yeah.
is good.
Really appreciate that. We appreciate the donation, and we appreciate you
For sure.
expressing our thanks. Okay, Linda, was there anything else on the budget you'd like to
That's
cover tonight?
all I had.
Okay, Scott, did you have any questions on the budget? Did you follow that?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, does anybody have anything else on the agenda for this evening?
It's not on the agenda, but I have one more item in my email I sent to, all of you. Andrew, your term is coming to an end.
Oh, right, right.
We're hoping you would like to spend another 4 years with us. If that's something that you're interested in, we can have the town council appoint you to that seat.
I would love to, but I can't.
She talking about
Okay. Understand.
Andrew's coming up. Hmm?
However, Austin Burton is very interested in filling that
Okay.
spot.
That's great to hear.
Fantastic. Austin Burton.
Yeah.
That's Sarah Burton from the Hub's husband.
Oh.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's
No, we
very
haven't
involved in
seen
the community
Andrew.
in
Well,
that way,
that's you.
so.
When does
That's
that
you.
appointment happen? January?
When does that
You need to make it.
end then? Is it the end of this year?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Well,
right.
thank you for joining us and working with us.
Yeah, a little bit, yes, but
Maybe Andrew's.
We do appreciate your time.
Oh,
And he.
And ratings.
Yeah.
She can.
yeah, things are getting really busy with
so you're gonna
her
have to
with
have the
school.
election with
and-
someone else.
You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, she's getting older, homework's getting harder, and things in life are gonna change soon,
Yeah,
so.
That's good.
I've gotta manage that
you've got a
time.
priority.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You don't
No,
get
we
it
were
back.
just fortunate to have you for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was trying, when did you start with us? Do you remember the date or which month?
It was January of,
January, 2 years ago. All right.
yeah, January of 24.
So do we need to do something then to, about Austin? I think in your email you said something about one of us going to the town council to
I would talk to.
do something
Austin.
about him, but
Yeah.
do we as the park board need to do anything, or is that just the town
Well, it
council?
goes in
then?
my report, so they'll know that we're looking for someone.
Well,
Okay.
are you, at the December meeting, you're gonna ask the council to appoint whoever you have in mind. The council has to appoint you.
Mhm.
And that's, I guess, what I was asking, are they wanting us to request to them who we want to appoint?
It'd be wise, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be better from one of the.
So you're gonna talk to us. and-
I think one of you guys should. talk
I would be
to
happy to
Austin.
talk to
Okay,
Austin.
okay.
Yeah, I talked about Austin pretty frequently.
Okay.
You do? Okay, what's that? I talked to Austin Sunday, floated this idea by him. And, explained some of the duties and responsibilities to him, and he's interested. So if you wanna have a conversation with him about getting his, whatever, yeah,
Yeah,
official that
yeah.
he would be, that he would
Well,
fill
we
it.
could have him
Great.
come.
I think that would be best coming from you.
Okay, that's what I wondered, if you wanted to continue that conversation because you started it, or if you wanted me.
No, I brought the guy to you, you just gotta.
Okay.
This is this is
Oh,
your-
yeah.
Yep, I'll take that over. I've got his number.
Yeah.
We're in contact. So, all right, I will follow up
he
with
could-
Austin.
I mean, the other times we've had, if there were other people who are interested in the position, we've had them come. The letter of intent or whatever, and we've talked to several different people. And then we've selected the one that we want to do it.
Okay.
But if we've got somebody willing to do it now.
I don't think it would hurt still to put it on social media, just to gauge if there's other interest. I mean, how else would people know about that position even being available? I think Austin's a great candidate, but we can see if there's any other interest out there, and we can give a deadline to people submit their letter of intent.
Yeah, I would say,
Might
yeah, I would say
Mary
put
Ann
it on,
Martin.
yeah, for letters.
Yeah.
When would you want that letter to be turned in for you guys to review? Because we could do it by your next park board meeting.
If it's a month, right? I mean, if we could get it shared tomorrow. Yeah, we're right about a month from the next park board meeting. December 2nd is the next Tuesday, I think.
So do we want letters of intent to be turned in by November 28th, which would be the Friday before your meeting?
Yes.
Would that be enough?
That'd be great.
Yep.
And then where should they send those to, Michael?
Let's send them to town hall and then we can get them to Michael.
Okay, thank you. I don't prefer to have my personal email address on the.
That's fair.
So yeah, if you guys are okay fielding that and
Everybody
sending it
else
to me, I
can.
love that.
We can do that and get them all. We can just email you guys.
November 28th, you said?
Yeah, the Friday before your next meeting.
And I'll reach out to Austin. If you see him, if you wouldn't mind telling him that I'll be reaching out to him, I would appreciate that. But if not, no worries. Okay. Does anybody have anything else for this evening's meeting? I think we're all set. Thank you very much, Jill and Mike, all the information you guys brought for us. We really appreciate it. Looks like our next meeting is going to be December 2nd, 2025, 6 p.m. Bristol Town Hall. I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Andrew seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 We are adjourned.
Bye, Scott.
Thank you, everybody. Bye, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
How was your vacation?
It's awesome.